expect this to be? I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no way I was going to miss this.
Time for our tail of the tape. Terence "Bud" Crawford, weighing in at 140 pounds. He's 5'7" tall with a reach of 74 inches. Up against them, Saul Alvarez. He's 172 centimeters tall with a reach of 179.
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument for the winner on both sides, but this is that fight. We'll be talking about this fight for years to come.
And here he is in the flesh, Terence "Bud" Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time. Saul Canelo Alvarez, a four-division, multi-time world champion, quite simply one of the greatest of all time.
As soon as the bell goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed three-division champion of the world, Terence "Bud" Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner from Guadalajara, Jalisco, Mexico, here is Mexico's first ever undisputed world champion and renowned star of boxing. Here is a four-division world champion and an undisputed super middleweight champion of the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
The wait is over. The speaking stopped. The fight begins. Now, let's get the answers.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And we're underway in round one. So much for boxing. This is a fight. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Nice right hook. These two have been going at it on social media, and now finally they're about to go at it in the ring.
This is not just hype. We are in for something special tonight. What an arena, what an atmosphere, what a build-up.
That hook is parried away. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice job by him to block that jab. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're fighting a counterpuncher, the feint can be such a good weapon. Pretend you're going to punch, make the counterpuncher throw a punch, and then you counter them.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
They are giving us a high-tempo show. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match, which shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Looks like a little change of strategy here, trying to loosen up the flow a little bit. He parries that left jab away. Oh, and there he caught him with a stiff jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made looks.
Let's get it started in round 3. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
A counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
And there's a weave for you. They have no respect for each other's punching power. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Digging into the ribcage now. Just missing with the uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Insane action. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
A well-placed hook. Back Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Well, with welterweights, they sometimes bring you the best of both worlds. Fast hands and power.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there, toe-to-toe with them, and have a tell. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around? Time for the 5th round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Caution being thrown to the wind. And that hook scores. That counter shot lands. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Hook misses. This fight has a real good flow to it. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Crawford in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance with...
On to the 6th round. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter shot. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
The charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They just missed with that big right hand. The jab can't find a home. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Here we go. It's round 7. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That hook doesn't score. Looks like a little bit of a strategy change here, loosening up the technique. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. The perfect counter lands. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. There's the bell to start round 8. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close rounds.
One punch could change everything in this battle. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Terence Crawford just got rocked. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
A lot of effort being exerted here. How about that time counter shot? Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally. There's the bell to start round 9. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Back and forth they go. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots.
Stopping me, I'm a pro.
Shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Tough to be a judge in this. Hold it right there. Crawford is dazed. And right back into the fray.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Punch, counter punch. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Good defense stopping that jab. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Now you start wondering how much work these two And there's the bell to start round 10. Not sure these two fighters can keep up the pace we saw last round, but you know they're going to try.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me, personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
A big whiff with the right hook. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. Trying to buy time. It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this... Here we go in the championship rounds, round 11. Fatigue is setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Canelo Alvarez. What an upset here as Alvarez goes down. Let's see that again.
I've got to see that again.
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
Not the best start, but you know what? The cornermen, now it's down to them doing their job. Get through the round, regroup, like freshen up, boom. Different tactics.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Tell you what, Alvarez in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You're being put down.
And there's the bell to start round 12. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down? Hold it right there. Oh, my word. Canelo just got clipped. Big shot, and Alvarez is on the canvas. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory. That is, God, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout. That's an assassination. What a shot.